We could have executed better, but overall, statistically pretty good. Run game, not bad. We were about 4.8 yards per carry. We'd like to be higher than that. We'd like to be 5+ ideally, but 4.8 is not bad. We were 62% efficient on those runs, meaning we got what we needed 62% of the time. Decent job throwing the football too, 63% completion rate. I think 67% overall, 63% on third down completions. So overall, a pretty good day throwing the football. Didn't always protect great. Some of the time it was the O-line, some of the time it was the routes, some of the time it was getting rid of the football a little bit sooner. But we gave up too many pressures in protection. But overall, a pretty solid first day. We scored in a 2-minute drill, which was a real positive, I thought, by the first group. But definitely a good start, but also good for me because a lot of things I can chastise them about in terms of gaining improvement for the next scrimmage.
How close are you to naming a starter?
At what position?
Quarterback.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe you're talking about maybe the left guard or tight end or something like that. We do feel like we've narrowed it down to 2 guys. We feel like Tanner and Zach right now are the 2 guys that we're going to concentrate our reps on. Those 2 guys have been neck and neck since the day that we started and have outperformed all the other guys. And so those 2 guys will be the ones who will be getting pretty much all the reps with the 1s and most of the reps with the 2s. Jaron Hall has positioned himself to compete with Joe for the 3rd team spot. I think he's done some really nice things. And Joe has too. He's just been outperformed by those other 2 guys.
Any statistical difference between Zach and Tanner at scrimmage?
Really one. I think one of them had 1 more completion than the other one did. Really pretty much the same day for the 2 of them.
You have a target date?
Both took care of the football as well. We had no turnovers on Saturday, which is what I should have started with. No turnovers, which is a real positive for the whole offense.
You have a target date to name that starter?
Yeah, we'd like to have someone named by September 1.
September 1?
Yeah.
At about 7:40?
Yeah, maybe sooner than that, but I don't know. I think the most important thing is naming the right guy rather than the right time. Sooner rather than later is good, but we haven't tied ourselves down to a specific day yet.
Running backs are coming along, Will Hodge in particular.
Running backs have all made progress. Squally probably had the best day on Saturday. Bo Hodge is really coming along there. He's a very versatile guy who can do a lot of things. Not only is he a talented runner, runs great routes and has really natural hands, and has shown himself to be a willing blocker too. So I really like his addition to that group.
Offensive line changes, Hoyt over to left tackle today, it looked like.
Yeah, and we've played him some at both, and again we're playing some musical chairs until we feel like we have the best 5 in place right there, and we still have some real competition at a couple of spots with that first group.
Is there any cross training ongoing there, just trying to get guys that can play multiple spots?
Yeah, certainly. Hoyt is a guy who's played both tackles. Schoaf is playing guard and tackle. Tristan Hodge is playing mainly guard, but also has played some center and could end up playing center for us. So there are a number of guys who are playing in more than one position for sure.
You guys have done a lot of 11-11 stuff in practice leading up to the scrimmage. How big of a difference did you feel that made just as far as preparation for the guys being ready for that type of a setting?
I think playing on 11 on 11 helps you just kind of get ready for situations. We've done a little bit more situational football early in camp, certainly than we did in the spring when we were just installing the offense. So I think it helped us in terms of situations, and we were a little bit more ready to do some things like 2-minute and short yardage than maybe we would have been otherwise. So I think it was a positive for us.
How do you gauge the psychological level? You know, I talked about it during the media day, but just how are these guys coming along, dealing with the ups and downs that they're dealing with in camp, and what you see that might lead into seeing what you want to see in the game?
I think they had a tremendous attitude to start with. I thought towards the end of last week we hit a little bit of a lull, which happens at some point in training camp to virtually every team. And I thought towards the end of last week, the combination of having a lot of offense in and being a little bit banged up and their bodies being tired resulted in a couple of days where we weren't at our best and just weren't quite as sharp as we have been at other times. But I thought they bounced back and gave us a better effort on Saturday, and certainly looking for better performance this week than what we showed towards the end of last week. We're pretty much done installing at this point, so the mental side of it, we should catch up on that.
You guys come out healthy for the most part at the scrimmage?
Yeah, we really had no significant injuries to speak of.